Does anyone remember my parent function? We learned it like a week and a half ago.
Isn't it, hold on, it's x squared.
No, that's it. You just said it, that's it.
X squared.
Just x squared. We're gonna have f of x equals x squared.
That's what I'm saying, I'm just so smart.
Okay? The reason this is our parent function is because there's nothing moving our vertex. And there's nothing making it dilate. Huh?
What is the vertex? I was like, this?
Yeah, it's the bottom. Okay? Okay, just as Aiden just said, our vertex.
Opens and closes.
Well, our vertex kind of open and closes, but it's the bottom of our graph, right?
Yes, sir.
Our vertex for our parent function is always 0, 0. Who can tell me where 0, 0 is on this graph?
Middle.
No. That's another word for it, origin. Yeah, I want you guys to be writing down what I am.
Oh,
Wait, no, bro. I don't want to write.
me, do I need a computer?
You will later, yes.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, I want everybody to have this on their paper. The vertex is 0, 0 for our parent function. Does anyone remember what goes in front of the x squared here?
1.
1, right?
Yeah.
What would a slope of a 1 look like?
Up 1 over 1, up 2 over 1.
Yeah, up 1 over 1, so that's going to be my next dots. Okay, and that's all I really need to sketch it out.
Well, miss, you're just a certified OG tricky.
I need everybody to have this written down. How many times does that graph touch the x-axis?
Once.
Once, right?
So smart.
So how many solutions would this graph have? 1. Okay?
You should have taught us this.
Well, I'm going over it again.
I'm just saying.
Okay. Does everyone have this down on their papers?
Yo.
Put your pencil down if you are done writing this down. That's up.
I know.
Okay. So, everyone go to your next page. Our x-intercepts. Okay, they are also called solutions.
Solutions.
They are called zeros, roots, and of course, what the entire concept is called.
Miss, I thought you were done with this.
I mean, I am student teaching, but I do need you to focus on what you're doing, Aiden.
I wrote it down.
But we can have this conversation later instead of disrupting the class.
Understood.
Okay? So when do these zeros happen? What does it look like on our graph? I heard some of it. What was it?
A straight line.
Not a straight line. What happened on our front page?
Oh, it was like
Up 1 over 1.
it only
It's our slope.
intersected with the x-axis.
X-axis. Okay? These solutions happen when our graph crosses that x-axis.
And if it doesn't,
If it doesn't, then how many solutions are there?
0.
Okay? So this is when I want everyone to have Desmos open. Okay? I want you to input x squared minus 5x into Desmos.
I did that for the first solution that we did the x, the 5x squared minus 3x. There was no solution because it never crossed the y-axis.
You talk about the Kickstarter, right?
Yeah.
It's because our discriminant was negative when we found it.
So what do I put for x equals no?
Well, we used the quadratic formula, so it was a little bit different.
Well, I didn't remember the answer.
Okay, so we can do that again later, but what I want you to do now is put that into Desmos, okay?
I'm loading back into the show.
And that's fine. Can you please get into Desmos for me? Okay, we'll get into the graphing part. Okay, I want everyone to have this graphed. Bless you. I want everybody to have this graphed. How many solutions are there? Okay, no, but where's your graph? So, how many times does it cross our x-axis? X, twice, right? So if I open up Desmos on my computer, we're gonna have x squared minus 5x. How many times does that cross our x-axis? Okay, so if I were to click on my graph, you see these two gray dots?
Yes, ma'am.
What do they equal? 5 and 0. Those are my two answers.
Miss, I'm happy. I don't know what I did.
What did you do?
I'm happy. Look. I'm gonna freak I touched.
Close out of the tab and reopen it. Okay, so with this in mind, I want you guys to graph x squared minus 2x plus 1
Where at?
on Desmos.
Oh, you want to?
I want you guys to tell me how many solutions there are.
There is plan.
There's how many?
Plan.
Good job. I want everybody to have this in their Desmos calculator.
Which one?
The green one.
Miss, isn't the last number what makes it go up and down?
Yes.
So if that's a negative, it's gonna have 2, and if it's a positive, too high, it's gonna be.
Well, it's a little bit more complicated when it's in standard form.
What the freak is this standard form?
Yeah.
What are you gonna teach us? The complicated form?
We're gonna get into our different types of forms after our test this week.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
No.
Okay. If I were to put this into my calculator, how many solutions do you guys think I would have?
1.
So I only got one response. How many solutions do you think we're gonna have?
1.
1. So if I put this in, was it plus or minus 2? X. Anyone?
For,
Plus 2? Minus 2x. Okay.
I don't know.
We're gonna have minus 2x plus 1. How many times does this cross my x-axis?
1, 2.
X.
Yeah, just 1.
One time, right? I'm gonna give you guys 3 different equations. I want you to write them down at the bottom of your page in that blank empty space. You're gonna write down how many solutions it has and what those solutions are. For right now. If I wanted to find my solution of this specific equation, what's my solution? 1. So in this empty space, you guys are going to write negative x squared minus 5, x squared plus 3x minus 5, and negative x squared plus 2x. I want you guys to tell me how many solutions they have and what their zeros are. Oh.
What if they don't have 0?
Then you write no zeros, no solutions. Hmm?
No solution on the first one.
So when you type it in, right? Let's say you want to type in one of those. You're going to look for when it crosses our x-axis. If it doesn't, then how many solutions do we have?
Oh, 0, huh?
Mhm.
I got you. So if it goes twice or once.
Yep. So guys, I do need you guys to calm down a little bit.
Sorry.
Okay? Because I'm having trouble hearing the student across the room and I was right next to them. What's up? Hmm?
Oh, that was
Yeah, go for it. Did you zero, I'm gonna take that.
I didn't do that.
Don't care. It's mine now.
That's. Did we just do -5?
I mean, we might have, but this is technically a different one. I'm gonna come around and pass out a sticky note. Okay? We'll use it in a second. Do not write anything on it. If it doesn't cross the x-axis, are there any zeros? So how many solutions is it gonna have?
0.
If there's no zeros, are there any solutions? Okay then. Correct. Okay. First and foremost, you should open up Desmos.
This is Desmos.
Okay. So when we're looking at it, let's zoom in. Does it ever cross my x-axis?
No,
So how many solutions are there?
no.
There you go.
So if there's 2, you put 0.
Yeah, but then I also want you to tell me what those solutions are.
Oh, so.
You're doing fine, Alonso. Do not do anything with the sticky notes yet. You will use them in like T-minus 3 seconds.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3.
Funny, Gio. What was it?
After we graph it, what do you want me to do?
So once you graph it, are there any solutions?
Yeah.
No, zero. Zero. So how many solutions are there? Zero. So then on your notes, you're gonna write next to the whatever when you wrote that down, you're gonna say, okay, there's no solutions. Okay. So how many solutions are there for our first one?
Wait, what are we writing on the sticky note?
We'll get to it in a sec.
You didn't give me a sticky note.
I'll get to it in a sec. For negative x squared minus 5, how many solutions were there?
1.
0.
0.
No solution? I thought you said it.
So there's no solutions. Okay? What about for my second one?
2.
I'm so confused.
So let's graph it, okay? Because I heard some various responses. So I'm gonna have, it was x squared plus 3x?
Yeah.
Plus 3x minus 5? Plus 5?
I thought that was.
Minus 5.
Oh, that's what I remember.
Okay, so we're gonna minus 5.
You mean plus?
It was minus.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's why I know my answer.
Okay, how many zeros are there looking at this graph?
2.
I need more than just Aiden responding, guys.
1.
2. I want everyone to have this graphed on their computer. You're going to tell me the zeros. Alonzo, that's why they're not on the desks currently.
Because it doesn't have like you.
Aiden, that was uncalled for. Remember, where are my zeros here?
Oh, that.
Where are my zeros?
Negative 1.993.
Remember, they're at the 2 gray points. In this case, they're decimals.
Oh, do number
So you always round to the nearest hundred.
Yeah, so in this case, I'd have negative 4.19, and here it'd be 1.19. But you want me to do number 1? So we had negative x squared minus 5x, right?
Yeah. That. Oh, I was looking. Oh, never mind.
Wait, was it minus 5x, really?
Yeah, it's minus.
No, it's minus 5.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Now I was-
so 0, 0.
Yeah.
This is my x-axis. Does my blue parabola ever touch it? No, so are there any zeros?
Oh.
Okay. Okay, you guys have one more to try. It's that negative x squared plus 2x.